Have you ever wondered how you could never miss a race of the NASCAR Pepsi Cup Series? Well, if you scroll over to the playlist tab, scroll down a little bit and find this little section here, you will see all of the archives from every race of the Napa/Pepsi Cup Series to ever be run. So make sure to leave a like and subscribe on all these videos and enjoy.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Hello and welcome everyone to Allentown, Pennsylvania. It is time for race number 9 already of the season. And we're really going quick through this season. Just 5 races to go, including tonight's here at a very high-speed 1.5-mile racetrack here in eastern Pennsylvania. It's going to be a fantastic race. Everybody tonight watching Christopher Bell, but first off, Joey Logano is our pole sitter. Look out for him. He's been fast, managed to put in a great pole lap, but Bell's been the fastest one across practices all week long so far. He starts third tonight after a small slip-up on his qualifying lap. But he's taken the championship lead and he's pulling away. Ty Gibbs in the 18 replaces Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch has gone to RCR in the 8 car, in that beautiful 3G car, for tonight's race. They're both looking to be pretty fast here tonight, so look out for them. And our Project 91 entry tonight, Shane Van Gisbergen, SVG, makes his Pepsi Cup Series debut here tonight in Allentown. And those are your ones to watch as we get ready to roll off here tonight for this amazing 12-lap race. So, here's a look at the starting lineup for today's race. Penske King 22 is alongside Noah's Gaming 2.0, with the Mickey and Jeffy Show lining up alongside NASCAR Mini Stop Motions. In row number 3, we have Hard for Menard and Stop Motion Brothers, the 2 Interstate Batteries cars in the field. Alongside, and behind them is Rodco Racing alongside Trevor Banana. The NASCAR Coca-Cola Cup Series is alongside ESMN in row number 5. And in row number 6, we have the Gaming Duo and our Alamo. Row 7, Bryce's Sports and Plushies lines up alongside the 1-mile Cup Series. In row number 8, we have SRT 0616 and Zach on the track. Behind them, I believe this is row 9, we have NLS Network and Gavin Beers 12. Well, in row number 10, we have Mr. Coffee YT and Noah Probably. Jimmy John's Cup Series is alongside RS Conover, and Nitro Apple lines up alongside Earl Racing Productions behind them. 4 great superspeedway racers, and this is expected to be like a hybrid superspeedway, sort of like IndyCar on high-speed ovals. Log Drive is alongside Can 142, and Allegiant is alongside Luigi Plush Productions. My Wi-Fi Crash lines up alongside Arzako 5775, and Dizzy Cat is alongside Drake and Friends. SMCS Racing Network is alongside Mr. Fly to the Sky, with TMCS Racing Network, Tyler Reddick being sent to the back for failing pre-race inspection. That could be huge in the championship because Reddick runs second, 12 laps. It's a hybrid superspeedway. So what does that mean? Probably a strong slipstream. Not sure if we're going to see those packs though. I am joined today in the booth by ESMN as we get ready here for the ESMN 400. The green flag is waving. We are underway.
Here comes Bell down through the middle. Sorry, to the bottom. He's got his teammates. He goes up to the high side. He's going to block Byron, having some great help from his JGR affiliates.
Bell will come out of turn number 4 and lead the opening lap here in Allentown. Chris Buescher, P3, behind William Byron, who tries going to the outside.
Here comes Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, incredible flyby of the field, a beautiful 91 car. And here comes the 17 of Buescher. Buescher, he's alongside the 24.
Bell going to have some problems holding off this, that's for sure.
Here comes Busch in the middle. Can Kyle Busch, can he take the lead? He's got second place, but he can't quite get there. He has to back out.
Bell trying to hang on. Byron's up in the wall in turn number 4, and they're wrecking behind them. And that's a horrible, horrible accident coming out of turn number 4. Joey Logano upside down, hard into the outside wall and hit by another driver. Red flag immediately thrown by race control here in Allentown, and this could be a lengthy cleanup, as you could just see through the field. Chris Buescher up into second place. Kyle Busch was running there in third, both having great runs. Christopher Bell has led every lap so far. He will win the halfway break as well, taking those extra 25 points. And since he's led half this race, he will most likely, assuming there's no overtime, take the most laps led bonus. So that's an extra 30 laps or points on top of the 5 that he earned for each lap that he led. Bo Wallace still trying to climb through the field. He's making decent progress in that 23 car, trying to come back from a couple of down weeks. Tyler Reddick as well, not far behind Bubba, making ground here in this race anyways, as we await word on Joey Logano. We'll be back here to Allentown after this quick commercial break. Joey Logano has been removed from the car, and he will be taken to a local hospital for further evaluation, as we see Ross Chastain here, along with Justin Haley also in the wall. Haley was the one who hit Logano when he flipped, and just looking at this replay, seeing it, before we show it here, it is absolutely horrible, Ryan Newman levels of just destruction and chaos in this accident, as you could see the 22 car sitting there. Obviously, Logano no longer in it. He was taken a few minutes ago as taken to hospital, I should have said, but just a terrifying accident here. Anyways, here's a look at the replay.
Yeah, it just looks like he got turned by Noah Gragson and then into the wall hard. And then he got hit by Justin Haley and did a full somersault and landed on his roof.
Just a vicious crash to watch. But anyways, the show must go on. The race will continue, and the red flag is finally being lifted so we could get pit stops out of the way and then restart this race with Christopher Bell leading the way. He has so far led everything since turn 1, lap 1. We'll see if he can continue this dominant form here as they all come on down pit road. This is the next hurdle in everyone's race, as they need to be fast here on pit road. Bell is in for 4 tires and fuel to make sure he can make it to the end of this so far chaotic race. Chris Buescher, same thing as well. 4 tires, fuel for the 17. Can he, in his best run of the season by far, make anything happen here? Of course, last time he ran this good at Daytona, which was back at Daytona, he ended up on his roof. Kyle Busch in for 4 tires and fuel. A slight adjustment to make that car a bit looser, and he is away as the race off pit road shows Christopher Bell beating the 17 and the 8. So the top 3 do remain the same, with Chase Elliott moving up into 4th. as we get ready now to restart this race. After a very lengthy delay, green flag is back in the air in Allentown.
Bell and Busher, the two Bs going at it. It's the two Christophers.
Whoa!
And here comes Bush. Bush down to the inside, trying to help his old JGR teammate.
I think
He's
Elliott
got
is
his
tired
old
now.
Chase Elliott's blown a tire. And there's Shane Van Gisbergen. He's running well.
Yeah, SVG moving up, Kyle Busch moving up the track, trying to get a move on Bell, going now down to the inside. He pulls back in line and thinks better of it. Trying the outside once again is Busch. He has a big run.
Can he try and make the pass as Busher is right behind? He's gonna, no, not quite, trying to send it down there. But the 20 is able to block. It's important to block here at this kind of type of super split. Oh, Martin Truex Jr. Truex looks like he blew a tire. And around goes Martin Truex Jr. Unfortunate, Chase Elliott will get the free pass.
I mean, we've seen tires be a thing today. Happened to that man right there, Chase Elliott, who does get the free pass. Truex, I mean, that had every look of a tire or contact or something along those lines. That is not a natural place to wreck. That looked a lot further down the back straightaway than corner exit. Oh, no, he came up into the 11, and that kind of sent him. Tyler Reddick almost got cleaned out in that as we get ready to go back racing. Not over time yet. 2 laps to go, though. Here in Allentown. Back green, and there's trouble on the restart behind them. Ty Gibbs gets turned. Kyle Larson and Eric Almirola also involved.
And Austin Cindric, who flipped 94 times at the LA Clash, but Fox missed every single one of them. Back under the red flag for the second time tonight here in Allentown.
Man, the racing gods today not making this one easy on Christopher Bell. With all these restarts, he's having to work his way through to end up winning this race. And now extra laps as we're going to head to overtime. You can see Austin Cindric there up against the inside pit wall after wrecking. There's Ty Gibbs, Kyle Larson, Eric Almirola. Bunch of cars, but that's what happens when you stack them up on a restart like that. They just kind of nowhere to go. And it causes things like that, especially here because the front stretch kind of narrow. You can see what happened there. It was definitely a stack up, and the 18 just got turned by the 24 kind of. And it caused that as we get ready now for overtime attempt number 1. Of course, unlimited attempts at overtime in the Pepsi Cup Series. And here we go, ready for 2 laps here in Allentown to settle this race. Shane Van Gisbergen, oh, huge crash. Stenhouse, airborne. Massive pileup into turn number 1. A horrible accident once again. A hard hit for Ricky Stenhouse Jr., a couple of them. Actually, as it was Austin Hill who clobbered the 47.
This involves 5 to 6 cars. Not 100% sure which one. I think it's 5. But another massive crash, taking out a lot of mid pack drivers.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr., when we see this replay, you will see he got hit so hard. All 4 wheels might have been off the ground as he got hit from behind after I believe he got turned down into the inside wall and came back up in front of traffic into turn number 1. Let's take a look here at the replay so you could see this. Yeah, he got turned by the 50 and then wow.
Take a look it looks like he got turned off the 50 and then it was just chaos, nowhere to go because there's only like 4 lanes through. Big hit to the inside wall, and that pace car or whatever kind of car it is, that Audi is going to see another day as a car.
Here we go though for overtime attempt number 2. ESMN, take it away.
As here we go, green flag here in overtime. Chris Bell with a massive shove. Here comes Kyle Busch. Oh, Kyle Busch almost took it down the inside. They are 3 by 3 by 3. And here comes Chris Buescher. Can he upset and get RFK there? Can get Brad Keselowski his first win as a team owner? As although he is not the one driving, it would still be important. Final lap of the evening.
Here comes Buescher on that outside, which he used last time to get a massive run. He's going to go down the inside of Bell. Now Bell has that outside in the 3 and 4. Bell clawing back. They're going to be side by side. Bell wins it in a photo finish.
Oh, Daniel Suarez!
Suarez gets turned, and Christopher Bell leads every lap and wins barely before blowing a tire and ending up in the wall. Daniel Suarez goes around and hits the inside wall pretty hard. As we could now see a look at this replay of the first photo finish in almost 2 seasons in the Pepsi Cup Series. And what an unlikely photo finish it was, too, as you could just see Buescher pushed Bell up into the wall and just couldn't make it work. There's the margin of victory. Probably only about 2 or 3 hundredths of a second. Here are your results. The Mickey and Jeffy Show wins for 2 races in a row. NASCAR Mini Stop Motions, P2, getting closer to that first win in the series. ESMN, Shane Van Gisbergen finishing in 3rd position, with Kyle Busch in his first race in the 8th, finishing in 4th. Tyler Reddick keeps his top 5 streak. Well, actually, he lost it last week, but keeps his top 10 streak alive, finishing in 5th after starting dead last. Very fast car with Reddick, along with some help from some chaos as we look throughout the rest of the field. The 51 finishing in 19th. That's Zane Smith. We got Corey LaJoy, 17th. Todd Gilliland in 16th. Just absolute chaos out here. I mean, 20th place was Daniel Suarez, who finished that race, crashing. Only 20 of the 35 cars in today's race finished this race. That's almost half the field knocked out, most of them in overtime, or at least with under 2 to go. That's crazy to think about. 10 cars taken out in the final after 2 to go in regulation. That is crazy. Here are the points, though. Christopher Bell, after pulling the Grand Slam, leading every lap and getting every point possibly available, he now leads this championship by over 200 points. You might think that's a huge gap, but just remember, it was less than 50 coming into this race. So that is easily able to be made up, and there's only about 4 or 5 drivers who have even scored. Yeah, Ross Chastain in 7th is the last driver to score half the amount of points that Christopher Bell has scored this season, I believe. As you can see, great days today for people such as Alex Bowman, who got a top 10, Chris Buescher, who got a top 2. Not so great days for, Martin Truex Jr., who crashed out, Justin Haley, who was out early in that horrible accident, Joey Logano as well. Still at the hospital. There will be an update on him at a later time, although he is believed to be, or not believed to be, but rather known to be breathing and alive, I guess would be the best way to put it. Shane Van Gisbergen moves up to 29th on the standings, earning 71 points today across the halfway break, and his finishing result of P3. A fantastic day for the Australian V8 supercar racer who came over here and will be running that 91 car full-time next season in the Pepsi Cup Series. Here are your championship contenders, the main ones. There are more people mathematically in contention, but these are really the 7 who really have a good chance. Ross Chastain is definitely borderline. I would say Hamlin and Larson as well, but really everybody in the top 4 still have a good chance at winning this championship, with obviously Christopher Bell pulling almost a 250-point gap on the field today. He has the best chance. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Big thanks to ESMN for commentating this race with me. That was definitely a fun one to film, fun one to watch, fun one to commentate. God, I love the Allentown track. It'll be back next season as well. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Have a great day, everybody. Goodbye.